Welcome to the first day of our aggressive weight loss plan on the vertical diet. It's my day off work and I'm up before 6 a.m. because I need to get up and have this meal before the kids wake up. Otherwise, I get busy with them. It ends up either being like 9:30 before I eat, or I just end up having a protein shake, and that's not what we want. So meal one for today, I have 4 omega-3 eggs, 10 almonds, and 3 medium-sized baby carrots. Going to wash that down with 3 ounces of real cranberry juice, not from concentrate, which I have diluted in water. And I'm not going to drink all this with a meal. I don't like drinking too much with my meals because it dilutes stomach acid and that sort of thing, so we'll just sip on it. And then we'll drink the rest while we're getting the kids ready and getting ready to go train, that sort of thing. And I've added some pink Himalayan salt to this. We use the pink salt because it's unprocessed. So it's high in magnesium, iron. It helps regulate your electrolyte balance, which is going to aid in proper metabolic function, which is definitely what we want when we're trying to lose weight. And then the almonds and carrots are full of little bioactive minerals, high in fiber. Almonds are very high in vitamin B, so we want that because we want to make sure our mineral base is covered, get all the proper minerals we need so your metabolism, everything is working right, digestion is going good. And this meal with 4 eggs and almonds, it's a little heavy on the fat, and I kind of want that because shortly after this meal, after I get a little walk in and get the kids ready for school, we're going to be going to train. So I don't have a lot of carbs. When my carbs are low, what I like to do is save them for after training. That just helps with my appetite. I'm going to be pretty hungry. My calories are low, so eating the carbs after training will then have me eating less throughout the day. I won't be munching or anything. So we want this meal to be pretty heavy on the fat, and that fat is going to carry us through a hard training session. And I'm eating this on a paper plate with a plastic spoon because my kid is allergic to eggs, and it just makes things easier. Don't have to worry about cross-contamination so much. And this puts us right at about 360 calories for meal one. So we're gonna chow down on this, get a little walk in, get the kids off to school, and go train. Okay, we just got done training downtown at Crude Strength and Performance. So immediately after training, I have this drink. I'm just trying to replenish what I lost during training. So it's 25 grams of fructose from orange juice, not from concentrated, 25 grams of carbohydrates from dextrose, and 5 grams of salt to rehydrate and restore electrolyte balance, and the rest is with water. And with all the dextrose and OJ, and then the salt kind of balances out, it actually tastes really good. I look forward to sipping on this drink after every workout. Okay, we're back at the house, and it's just after 10 a.m., which is pretty close to an hour since we finished up training and had that post-workout drink that I showed you guys. So now we're going to have a real meal. I got 40 grams of carbohydrates from sweet potatoes and 30 grams of protein from top sirloin steak, which I trimmed the excess fat off and grilled up. This is by far one of my favorite meals because I like to slice my sweet potatoes up and bake them in the oven with a little cinnamon. They taste great, they smell great. I usually bake up enough for 3 days and just put them in a big Ziploc baggie in the fridge and then take out enough for my meal. So this will be my last real carbohydrate meal of the day other than a few oranges. And we like to use sweet potatoes because they're loaded with vitamin C, vitamin D, potassium, magnesium, iron, and the sugars in sweet potatoes are naturally very slow releasing, so they don't cause a big spike in blood sugar. So one of my favorite meals. We're gonna get to it. It's good. Hey everybody. Next meal will be about an hour from now, since I like to keep all my meals about 3 hours apart while I'm on a diet and my calories are lower. That just helps me feel a little fuller. If my meals are all about 3 hours apart and nice and evenly spaced throughout the day. So this time we'll be heating it up and eating about an hour from now in my truck. So I have another 30 grams of protein in the form of top sirloin. It's just all here in a ball now because I haven't thrown this in the microwave yet. I've got a half a cup of red and green peppers mixed here together. Try to use low gas vegetables that don't bloat you up and give you an upset stomach. So that's why we're using the peppers. Sometimes we use cooked spinach. And this gross looking liquid you see in here is a half a cup of chicken stock. That helps in digestion, helps break down that steak, and it tastes really good. Now, probably the best brand of chicken stock you can get is the Kirkland stuff at Costco, because you want to find a chicken stock that has very few added ingredients. You don't want a bunch of added garlic and stuff like that. But we don't have a Costco here where I live. So the next best thing I can find is this Campbell's stuff. It's not bad. With that, we're going to have one small orange for a little fructose. I've already peeled this and stuck it in a plastic container so I can eat it with my little plastic fork and spoon in here so I don't get orange juice all over the steering wheel of my truck. We're going to have 4,000 IUs of vitamin D3. I work shift work. I had some blood work done and I'm a little low in vitamin D, so we're having 4,000 units. And I'd like to have it in the afternoon because I kind of find it helps with like that draggy, sleepy afternoon feeling you get. So I have this with an early afternoon meal. And we're going to wash all that down with another 3 ounces of cranberry juice, not from concentrate. Dilute it with water because that stuff is tart. Hey guys, about to eat meal 3 here in the truck on the side of the street. Just came from an appointment. So I just want to touch on a couple things you might be wondering about. So the oranges. Many times on a weight loss diet, people say stay away from fructose, don't eat any fruit, that sort of thing. But fructose actually has some blood sugar stabilizing properties, and research has shown it could even be the equivalent of oral anti-diabetic drugs. So we do like to have fructose on a weight loss phase. We just try to keep it down, not have too much. It's also very good for your liver. And the 3 ounces of cranberry juice twice a day. You do a little search on Google, you'll find a slew of health benefits from cranberries and cranberry juice, not from concentrate, of course. It's high in iodine, which is great for energy and performance, and it's just packed with nutrients that are good for overall health and well-being. One little thing with cranberry juice though, don't have it too close to bedtimes because it could interfere with sleep. So in the morning and early afternoon is good. All right, we're back at the house. We got the kids from school and we're ready for meal number 4. So this meal is exactly the same as the last one. We got another 30 grams of protein from top sirloin steak that I grilled, some chicken stock, and another half a cup of peppers. No cranberry juice this time, we just have that twice a day. Another small orange. Going to add a little salt, the best natural performance enhancer there is, and another 4,000 units of vitamin D3. Now, if you followed anything about the vertical diet, you're probably thinking, where's the rice? Well, this is an aggressive weight loss plan. I've already lost just about 40 pounds, and now to lose the last 20, we really got to kick it up a notch, throw things into high gear. So it sucks, but I don't get any rice. And yeah, it's still the vertical diet. If you buy Stan Effereding's plan and check it out, he does have a weight loss plan there without the rice. Hey everybody, back at the house with Jenna and Jordan here, and all ready for meal number 5. So basically 3 to 4 times a day I've been eating red meat, mostly from top sirloin that I grill. I have a meat grinder. Sometimes I grind it up so it's a little easier to chew. Don't buy any ground beef though. Who knows what they put in that stuff? I don't trust that. And once in a while we'll have ground bison or bison steaks, but they're pretty pricey, so we'll just stick to those when they go on sale. So yeah, I've been eating red meat 3 to 4 times a day. A lot of people would say, oh my God, that's too much, but red meat is loaded with B12, zinc, magnesium, real easily absorbed hemi-iron, which is great for the body. You can pretty much live off red meat alone. And the chicken you get in the stores, you know, it's pumped up on soy-based feed. The thing is only alive for a couple months. Since I switched most of my meals to red meat instead of chicken, I've been feeling 100 times better, way more energy. Haven't had a cold since I've done this. I've had blood work done, and my good cholesterol is actually up a couple points, while at the same time my bad cholesterol is down a couple points. Imagine that. Blood pressure is perfect. I've never had an issue with blood pressure. So yeah, I've been eating a ton of red meat. But now 3 days a week, I will switch out my 4th red meat meal of the week with some fish. And it's usually either wild caught cod, I get a lot of that from back home in Newfoundland, or some salmon. So this week is salmon. I wish I had a delicious looking fillet to show you guys, but the selection at the store this week was terrible. So we got the yucky old stuff from the can and some more baby carrots. But it's still wild caught, so that's what we're looking for. It's wild sockeye salmon. Obviously I prefer some fresh fillets, but that's not always available up here where we live. So as long as it's wild and not farmed, it's okay with me. So we got 44 grams of protein here in this batch of salmon I got, and 16 grams of fat. Now this is the only meal I won't add pink salt to today because the can is loaded with sodium anyway. And if this was a steak night, I would have 2 cod liver oil capsules with my steak for some good omega-3s. But since we're eating fish, we don't need to bother with those tonight. Stop making faces. Alrighty, it's late, I'm tired, the kids are in bed, wearing my Cookie Monster pajamas, and it's the time for the last meal of the day. So for my last meal before bed, I like to keep things pretty light. So we are going with 0% lactose-free Greek yogurt. And I'm just going to have a half a cup of this. So I go with the lactose-free version because that just lowers the calories a little bit and cuts out a little more sugar. 0%, that's a little different. I know on a diet like the vertical diet or any diet, you know, where you're going after performance and hard training, some good saturated fats are necessary. But I know from experience, because I've been messing around with different training protocols and nutrition protocols since I was about 14 years old, I'm 34 now, that if I have too much fat before bed, or even a little too much fat, it hinders weight loss. So we're keeping the overall calories down, fat down, with lactose-free, 0% plain Greek yogurt. Now we're going with Greek yogurt because it's full of calcium. Calcium, you know, it's important for bone health and growth, muscle contraction, but it also regulates blood pressure. Since we're eating a lot of sodium because we want to be able to train hard and recover even while we're on a diet, some calcium is necessary. Greek yogurt is also chock full of probiotics. It's going to help us digest all that good food we ate today. And it's also high in iodine, just like the cranberry juice we had earlier. Iodine is responsible for regulating thyroid function, and without proper thyroid function, you can't have good healthy metabolism. So that's our last meal of the day, half a cup Greek yogurt. So for today, that puts us at 176 grams of protein, 144 grams of carbohydrates, 94 grams of fat, and that puts us right at 2,126 calories. That's counting the chicken stock, baby carrots, everything. The only thing I don't count there are the peppers I had. So that's a pretty good deficit for us, and that's it for today. We're going to chow down one last time and hit the sack. Thanks guys for watching. Have a good night. Hey, I'm here with Jenna and Jordan, and it's time for meal number 5. So basically I've been eating red meat 3 or 4 times a day. Okay.